we're choosing what we want. If you want a traditional wife, be a traditional man. Shikena, you cannot tell me that, because women are now exposed because they are making their own money. That's okay, because now I know my worth. And if you're doing nonsense, I should not leave, I should stay with you, Abi. I don't understand what you guys are saying. You want a traditional woman that will stay at home, cook in the morning, cook in the afternoon, cook in the night. Be a traditional man, be the one providing for her. But then you will go to work, your wife will go to work in the morning. You guys will now come home. You will now be scratching your hair. Babe, what do we want to eat? You better enter that kitchen. Okay. I beg.
But in this current generation, we have access to more information, right? But access to more information does not mean access to comprehension, right? We have there's something we call information explosion, where you have so many, and the more you see, the more you have, the less you see. So I think that is the problem we have with our society right now. We have so many information that as you are seeing this, you are seeing another, and then the brain has limits to what you say what? The brain has limits to what it can assimilate within a space of time. So I think this is the reason why we have a relationship problem. And beyond that, there are a lot of other reasons why we have this relationship problem. And when you also look at, there is a correlation between economic situation of a society and then irregular behaviors you see in the citizen of that society. So when you look at society, Nigeria as a society today, you see that there is so much prayer everywhere. So much prayer that even ordinarily something that you are not meant to overreact to, you react to them because of situation around you. So in such environment, imagine you have a relationship where your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband or your just minute family issue that our forefather during those days we just crack joke about and forget it. Today you just blow up because of other pressures that you have on you. Thank you.
I think it's not normal for you to know what's happening in different people's life at the same time. Back in the days, if you are done with maybe your secondary education or your university days, you just say farewell to your mates, bye bye. Till whenever you get into their space, before you start knowing what's happening in their life. But presently, you know what's happening in this person's life, you know what's happening in this other person. It will steal away your progress, joy. It will steal the joy in little wins and progress. You start having comparison in unnecessary stuff. That is what's happening presently in this generation. You start gauging your life, affairs, your family with other people's life that you don't even know the details. You are just seeing it on the social media perspective. So I think the consuming of a lot of information in this side is not a good thing. Okay. Yeah, it's not a good thing. So we should reduce it.
So I would use what I think Proverbs actually said that. He said, by wisdom a house is built, and by understanding a house is kept. What do you want actually? Because everybody have their own choices. But I feel the rate of divorce is because a lot of people go into, I'm not married, right? So I stand corrected. But with what I've seen, study has also shown that a lot of people go into marriage with different purposes. Without even asking the man you're getting into it, what do you even want? Are we getting married because you are looking for financial support? A man that will come and carry your burden, or you are going into marriage because of companionship. Most people go into marriages and they are damaged. You find out that somebody is just going to get married to a man because of what another man has done to him or her, and you are using it as a yardstick. Just the way we come and we say, oh, it's okay for you to cheat, it's not okay for you to cheat. Somebody goes into marriage, even though somebody else did that to you, you will not carry that burden to somebody else. I feel what you want is what defines who you become at the end of the day.
Okay, thank you.
We have, I think why this generation is the way it is when it comes to relationships and marriage, because we have unrealistic expectations, right? You see, like the comparison stuff you talked about, the social cognitive theory you talked about, cognitive load, where you have a lot of information and all. We have come to a situation where what is ruling us at this point in time is bandwagon. We want to be like everybody else. People don't exactly know what they want in a relationship. People do not have personalities anymore. The personality is an assumption or an iteration of another person's personality. So because I like this person and the way this person goes, everything this person says is right. Because I like how this person does, everything this person says is right. Nobody's thinking for themselves anymore. Few people are. But in this situation, you now see people comparing their relationships and what their relationships and the dynamics of relationships with other people's own. You're in a relationship, and maybe when you are having an exam or something, your partner or your boyfriend or whoever, your husband, will stay up all night and study with you. you won't call it love because it's not buying you an iPhone or it's not taking you to Seychelles. And then you're in another relationship and this person is taking you to Seychelles and this person is beating you or something else, and you call it love. But the other person that is emotionally intelligent and emotionally attentive and psychologically there with you, you won't look at the person as someone that is committing to you. So the whole consumerist mindset that we need to keep on buying things and having those material standards and improving on those material standards is what love is about. It is taken away, it is reductionist at best, and it's taken away from what relationship should be. So people should come to that point where they personalize what love should be for them and what emotion should be for them, and they find someone that matches that vision, that is working in line with that purpose and align with the person. Else we keep on making mistakes.
Okay, I'll speak on the divorce issue. See, when the society is too awoken, everybody is forming woke. And both men and women don't understand themselves in terms of the woman, maybe because the women these days are now earning money, and which was not like that before. Now, if you see our parents' time, marriages lasted for us forever, in fact. Why? Because the women understood their position as wives. In this generation, there's a lot of, most women don't even know what they're doing. That's why the marriages, they can't actually understand their position in the marriage. The moment a woman is earning, she automatically feels, I'm speaking from an African point of view now, she automatically feels that the wealth gives her so much rights to be on the same level with the man, and that is where problem starts. I don't know what information that we have now that we're not having before, as far as I'm concerned. Those days we're also having information. Would they read news? Would they, just like NTA, what is that blog is showing up, we see it on NTA. Then, that's for news that are actually of substance. So I just feel there are some things that come with civilization. Once civilization creeps into an economy or a society, so many things will change, and divorce is part of it.
Okay, thank you. Okay. But my problem with him is that he was trying to make it about just women. Bright posted something this morning that Jereze was saying. He said one of the issues that was going on is that we're exchanging our roles, right? So men are doing like women, women are doing like men. In as much as Richie is saying that women are now earning and it's getting into their head, so they are not doing like women. I feel like it's the same way with men. If you want your wife to be like the wife of those days, don't make her work. She needs to be at home. Yes, she needs to be at home. Take care of the kids. Make your meal. Make everything there alright. Make sure they go outside. And as the man too, you come back home, you provide for her, everything will be alright. But if you want your wife to go out, get money like you, come back, work, cook, clean, it's not gonna work. Now who have killed them?
Okay, thank you.
One of the major problems we are having is digesting rubbish. How would I say digesting rubbish? We are all open to information. You see 10 information, you chose 2 out of the 10, which is not even the most important one, the rubbish out of it, because it suits what you want at that moment. Now you're saying the man should not allow the wife to work. The present generation right now, if you tell your lady not to work, do you know the kind of war that you're bringing to the family? Because of, that's why you should do what?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Now you can't tell them not to work. Because even the ladies that is working now, nobody's against you as a lady working. It's overstepping your boundary. Okay, let me give you a typical example. A woman goes to work, she comes back and she's tired. Dinner, what will happen to dinner? Which person's work is that? But on a normal, now we are bringing back the traditional. Wait, let me talk. Relax. Now we are bringing back. Relax. Don't get me wrong. The man, wait, relax, because you don't want to listen. It's this thing now that is this thing that we're talking about. You're not taking the good thing out. You're looking for one thing to hop upon and attack. Now, I'm talking about cooking. It's not like the man can't cook. Don't get me wrong. The man can help his wife once in a while. But women are now turning it to a norm. It is now looking like we have to share some duties, which was not like that in the past. It's because of the information you guys get. Oh, Jesus Christ.
From what my brother have said, I think he's 1 out of 6 billion of men in the world, especially in Nigeria. 1 out of 6 billion. But that's not the bone of contention. What I'm trying to say is, whether your wife is working or not, switch to talk as in now. So now, whether your wife is working or not, just like my brother here is talking about, if you are choosing a partner as a lady, you need to choose somebody that you respect and believe can lead you. So if you are with a man that you've given that rights and power to, I think some certain things are not supposed to be arguable. Like you are working or you're not working. As a man, there are some certain things you're meant to do, either if your wife is working or not. Those responsibilities are yours. Her money is our money, our money, my money is our money. So basically, if you are able as a man, personally, I don't like a working woman. I want you to sit down, I provide and take care of the house. But if situation changes and you want to be an ambitious lady, you want to work, have no problem about that. But make sure whatsoever you are doing does not stop you from being the woman that you are being married to be. So in a situation whereby education, exposure, social media is making women too awake to be like 50-50, be able to do yada 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 yada. That's why I keep saying, when you know too much of your right as a lady, you end up having those arguments with your husband because it couldn't work. Thank you.
There is something I want to talk about. I feel like these days people get this thing about marrying someone so wrong. Personally, I tell all my friends, if you're very close to me, I will tell you that love is not enough for marriage. I keep telling my friends, I'm not going to marry someone because I love him when he's not ticking all my boxes. Not all, at least 70% of these boxes. Now, coming from a family is a family where I have people who have been long in marriage. I see a marriage very calm, a marriage very peaceful, and I watch them. Nobody is doing this thing the social media is teaching us. Because I'm working and earning money, then I should change my energy. Because my husband is not doing all of this, then he should also play this role. Listen, we digest bad news on social media more than we digest good news.
Correct.
I'm not saying this for fun. My sister is going to be 20 years in marriage, 31st of this year. 20 fucking years. Listen, my mother is not a divorcee. I grew up with love and I saw them. Now, in my house, if there is need for anything to happen, they will do it naturally and still maintain their character. There is power in your feminine energy. Your calmness, your quietness, the need to play your role in your house is everything. I'm not saying this to make you happy. I'm not perfect. I'm learning. But I swear I'm learning from the best. Because these people handle this so good. And I'm seeing them not going out of their families because of anything. Emotional intelligence is something each and every one of us should have. Financial intelligence and management should come first before you and a man call yourself husband and wife. I watched it happen. My sister owned property as a married woman. My mother owns as a married woman. And I don't see myself wanting not to own as a married woman. This isn't about your husband. It's about the both of you. Two of you shall come together to become one. Become partners. Let him become your support system while you become his support system. Don't marry for love. Me, Chukwuneketinasa, will not marry for love. I will marry a man who meets up to where my future goals is going. If you're going to bring me down, then I'm going to drop you off. That is what it is.
Agree with Nana. Okay. Because Nana says she will not marry for love. I would advise that you marry for love. I don't know what love means to different. I think love means different things to different people. No, let me finish.
Hold on.
We finished at Farm City. So I think I'm speaking as a married woman, right? Okay. Not like I'm getting into it. So I'd say that just like the issues they are saying, forget some talks, it's cruise, right? It doesn't wait now. The thing is that love stops a lot of things. It's just like these roles that we're talking about. A man is meant to provide, the woman is meant to cook in the kitchen and all of that. I feel like when there is love, everything just goes smooth. Because
why love and relationships struggle in this generation, the role of over-information. The debate around why relationships and love seem to falter in this generation is both necessary and long overdue. One of the most compelling points raised in recent discussions, particularly among young people, is the impact of over-information. This idea deserves thoughtful exploration because it touches the very core of how modern love is navigated. The paradox of choice in the digital age. Today's generation is bombarded with information from every corner. Social media posts, relationship podcasts, YouTube therapists, dating advice threads, viral TikToks, and even AI-generated red flag checklists. While some of this content is genuinely helpful, most of it fosters confusion, comparison, and insecurity. It creates a paralysis of analysis. We overthink love instead of experiencing it. Couples no longer grow with each other organically. They often try to match an unrealistic ideal or jump ship when things don't feel perfect. In the past, people learned to love in stages through patience, compromise, and emotional maturity. Now, we try to download love in a few reels or carousels. Self-diagnosis vs. self-development. Another damaging effect of over-information is the rise of relationship hyper-diagnosis. Every argument is now labeled toxic. Every quiet partner is emotionally unavailable, and any form of discomfort is assigned to leave. While awareness of relationship red flags is important, over-labeling prevents personal accountability and kills the space for growth. Instead of asking, how can we fix this together? Many people ask, is this a red flag I should flee from? We consume so much expert content that we become spectators rather than participants in our own relationships. The illusion of better options, dating apps, Instagram, and the curated lives of others have created a warped perception of what love should look like. We see filtered moments of affection and assume that's the norm. We believe we deserve perfect chemistry, constant passion, and effortless connection. And if one relationship doesn't deliver, we move to the next believing something better is just a swipe away. Conclusion: too much noise, not enough connection. This generation is not incapable of love, it is overstimulated. We know too much yet practice too little. The abundance of information has made many emotionally lazy, relationally impatient, and overly critical. If we want love to work, we must return to the basics: empathy, communication, patience, sacrifice, and realism. Love isn't downloaded, it's built. And no amount of TikTok therapy can replace the real-time effort two imperfect people must put in to make something last.
I don't marry before. It not work.